Today's problem, a business in upstate New York that's not seeing a whole lot of success with their radio advertising. The symptoms, the diagnosis, the treatment, it's all on the way.
This is the Advertising Doctor. Tips and techniques to help you improve business. Here's your host, Tony Bruschi.
All right, on today's episode, whether you've advertised on radio in the past or are new to the whole idea or you are currently doing it, by the time you're finished listening, you're going to have a better idea on how to do it. Advertising on the radio successfully. Let's go right to the letter that was written into us. Dear Advertising Doctor, I own a small cleaning business in upstate New York. Population of our area, right around 700,000 people. Currently doing radio on a local top 40 station. You know, the type of stations that play Katy Perry and... What is even top 40 right now? I mean, I'm so out of the loop on what top 40 music is. It's sad because I used to work in it. I don't even know. Like, whatever I say is going to be like 10 years old, I'm sure. Anyway, top 40, it's what teenagers listen to, and what their parents sometimes endure because that's what, the teenagers are listening to. They're having limited success, okay? It is the highest rated station in our area, he says, but with limited success. They've been running 15-second ads as weather and traffic sponsorships a few days a week. I'm not sure if it's really working, though. My business is not increasing. My sales rep at the station doesn't seem to have any suggestions. Surprise, surprise. And this is a fun note. I'm now on my third rep in 9 months. Surprise, surprise. My budget is around $3,000 a month. What do I do to make this work, or should I just give up on radio advertising? Okay, well... Number one, thanks for writing in. Number two, don't give up. That's the last thing we want to see anybody do with whatever they're doing, unless it's just clear cut, stupid. It's not going to work. You don't have a budget for it. But everything you described to me right there, I can see the symptoms. I can see the issue. I have a diagnosis. And when used as prescribed, very likely going to produce some good results for you. So here's what we need to discuss here. Number one, the format of this radio station. Okay, you are a small cleaning business in upstate New York. Okay, and anybody out there listening, think about this in terms of who your business is and who your business targets. Okay, because this is oftentimes one of the most overlooked things. Radio station reps, they show up on your doorstep. We're the highest rated station. We're blah blah. You can manipulate ratings to almost anything if you pick specific demographics. I can find like the most obscure station and find some weird sect demographic and go, look, it's the number one station in X demographic. But overall, in a market, you do have a number one station, and oftentimes the top 40 station is it. And that's usually because it's being driven by the younger demos, the younger audience. Anyhow, highest rated doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the most successful for you. You need to figure out what station is going to be the highest rated for your target audience. Likely the teeny bopper station, the top 40 station, probably not it. Somebody who's using a cleaning service, probably professional, probably as a homeowner, probably has an income level exceeding $50,000 to $75,000 a year. And very likely probably not jamming out to the top 40 station. Yeah, they may hear it now and then when their kids are in the car, but when they're listening on their way to work, from work, probably not the top 40 station. Or even at work, probably not the top 40 station, okay? You're going to have some stray dogs here and there, but probably not that. So number one, your station is the issue. So we need to identify a better station for you to advertise on, okay? We can easily do that. That's not hard. It's probably going to be, depending on who you're going after, either an adult contemporary station. This is what I call the Celine Dion, Michael Bublé playing stations of the world. That would work probably very well for you. Or news talk. It would skew more male, but also it is a demographic of individual. And if you make the creative to speak to that individual, like, hey guys, sick of cleaning your house? Want to clean your house? Don't have someone who's going to clean for you? We can do it. Something of that nature. That would be another area to go. Again, professional, qualified candidate for your business. So changing up the station, number one. That's going to be the big thing that needs to be taken a look at. Then 15-second ads. Okay, unless your name is Pepsi, probably not the best idea to do 15-second ads. They're a nice little reinforcer to a bigger campaign where you're running 30-second ads and 60-second ads that can really get your message across. But 15-second ads are so limiting on what you can say. We're talking literally about 35 words that can be effectively communicated in in a commercial that's 15 seconds long. So that probably should be changed up as well, and we can take a look at that too. The other thing that you need to think about here is, if you're sick of dealing with the same rotating door of sales reps from a radio station, go with an agency. That's going to be your better bet. You're probably going to save some money there. They're going to give you better expert advice, and they're also going to probably not be rotating through people as quickly. That can be so frustrating, especially when you get the new hire at the radio station that's fresh out of college or came from the cell phone store, has no idea about media, how media works, how to buy media. There's a whole psychology involved with how these things are going to be effective for a business. And you want to talk to someone who knows what the hell they're talking about. So you don't want to get deceived and get sucked into talking to somebody that doesn't know what they're doing or what their craft is. And if they have no ideas for you, shame on them. They are not doing their job very well. And they probably don't even know how to do their job well, to be completely honest, judging by what you said in your letter there. So the other thing to think about is frequency, and that means airing your ad frequently. So we got to take a look at a way to air that ad on a frequent basis. Okay, so your target customer can hear the ad often enough to remember you when they're needing your services. Okay, because a cleaning service, there's two ways this can work. Branding, meaning they're going to call you when they need like a restoration project done, those are the big jobs. That's where you make a lot of money. Or we can look at direct response to try and figure out direct response, but a lot of times it has to be one hell of a strong offer. And that may be something to the effect of, get your house cleaned free for, your first cleaning free, your first week free, first month free, something where maybe you can get them into a longer term contract, and you can bonus them that free thing as kind of the ploy to get started. That can be incredibly effective. So looking at that creative and then figuring out how frequently it needs to air is going to be key, because that is really going to be dependent on what that offer is in that commercial itself. Lots of moving parts here, aren't there? Yeah. And you got to apply that to your business too, because these are all the things you need to think of when you're thinking about advertising on the radio. Lots and lots going on. It's not just, hey, what's the rate card? Okay, let's reiterate what our Yellow Page ad says. When you do that, that's when you walk away from radio going, that didn't work. What a waste of money. That's horrible. It works for a lot of people. That's why you hear a lot of businesses on there and stay there for a long period of time, because they know how to do it. They know how to do it right. And it can be very, very effective. Or if you have more questions, if you're in a similar situation and you want some one-on-one advice, I don't charge anything for that. Just give me a buzz. The phone number to call is 800-606-7193. 800-606-7193 with your own question about this case or maybe your own. Or you can always reach out to us via email, and it's Tony, Tony, at theadvertisingdr.com. That stands for doctor. Tony at theadvertisingdoctor.com. Reach out, tell us what's going on, and hopefully I can help you get your business advertising diagnosed and treated. Thanks for listening to this episode of The Advertising Doctor.